about Matplotlib in Python programming language. We understand things when we see the things visualized. For example, when we explain a concept with the image or the diagram, we will understand. So this is the idea behind the data visualization. So why data visualization? Data is so immense these days, so we don't want to waste time ponder over unnecessary data. The data should be presented in compact and easy way. The graphical representation of information and data using the visual elements like chart, graph, etc., which helps decision makers to drive the business decisions. So why we need data visualization means suppose we are working in an organization as an analyst and you made some analysis and you need to present the analysis in such a way that other person should understand. So for this you represent the data by means of a graph so that the other person can grasp the difficult concept very easily, and it also helps to make decision easily or take the decision making very easily. The human brain can process information easily when it is in a pictorial or graphical form. That is, if you are representing this first graph and if you are representing the data by means of an Excel sheet or Word, it is very difficult to process the data. If you represent the graph by means of, if you represent the data by means of a graph like a bar chart or pie chart or line plot, it is very easy to grasp. So human beings can easily grasp the data when it's represented by means of a pictorial form. So data visualization allows us to quickly interpret the data and adjust different variables to see their effect. So what is Matplotlib? So Matplotlib is a Python package used for 2D graphics. So Matplotlib is a plotting library for Python programming language. And if you're giving a large set of data here, data is given in the Excel sheet. If you need to convert the data to a bar chart, we can use Matplotlib. So Matplotlib is a low-level graph plotting library in Python that serves as a visualization utility. The Matplotlib was created by John D. Hunter. This is John D. Hunter, 1968 to 2012. So he created the Matplotlib. So Matplotlib is an open source and we can use it freely. Matplotlib is mostly written in Python. A few segments are written in C, Objective-C and JavaScript for platform compatibility. There are different types of plots are available. One is bar graph, histograms, scatter plot, pie plot, hexagonal beam plot, and area plot. So for plotting any type of graph, we need to know library. Okay, so PyPlot is a module which is available in Matplotlib. So in that PyPlot, there are a large number of functions are available which are helpful for plotting the graph. It can be basic graph, it can be bar chart, it can be histogram. For any graph, we are using the PyPlot submodule and the functions inside that. So you should need Matplotlib and you should need PyPlot. To import or to use this Matplotlib and PyPlot, you should write this code import matplotlib.pyplot. So this is a code should be used in every program, that is import matplotlib.pyplot, and this Matplotlib is a library and PyPlot is a module inside that. In the PyPlot, there are a large number of functions are there. To use each function, you should write matplotlib.pyplot.function name. Example, if the function, one of the function in the PyPlot is plot function, if you need to use the plot function, you should write matplotlib.pyplot.plot function. If you need to use a grid function, you should write matplotlib.pyplot.grid function. If you need to use xlabel function, you should write matplotlib.pyplot.xlabel function. So that is seems so lengthy. So instead of that, writing every time matplotlib.pyplot, there is another solution for that. You can write import matplotlib.pyplot as PLT. That is matplotlib.pyplot is shortly written as PLT, or it's a nickname for this. You can use any nicknames, but the standard nickname is PLT. So instead of writing matplotlib.pyplot each and every time, instead of that, you can use PLT. So PLT, the function name. That is plt.plot function, plt.show function, plt.grid function, plt.legend function, plt.title function. So the first line is you should write import Matplotlib Pyplot as plt, and second, to use each function you should write plt.function name. So, and to install this Matplotlib, if you're using Python IDE, the Matplotlib is not available inside Python IDE. So you should install the Matplotlib. For installing the Matplotlib, you should open the command prompt, that is cmd, and write the code pip install Matplotlib. So this is the code for installing Matplotlib in Python IDE. If you're using PyCharm, also you should install Matplotlib, or you can use Jupyter Notebook. You can use Python IDE or PyCharm, or can use Jupyter Notebook. Or you can use any online tools such as Jupyter Notebook online is available, or you can use this link. This link is helps to do this the Matplotlib or pandas or numpy etc. in online. You can use Matplotlib, you can use numpy, you can use pandas etc. Okay. If you need to know more about the functions which is available in Matplotlib, you can use this link, https.matplotlib.org. In this link, all the functions and the documentations are available. This link is an example to show that all about the plot function. The plot functions, syntax, and all the examples are given in this link. Okay. And this is a Jupyter Notebook which is available online. To do it in a Jupyter Notebook, just Google it Jupyter Notebook online. Then from this you select try Jupyter Lab. Then it will open a window. And in this you should select file, new notebook. Then write the code and select Python 3. Then run it. Okay. So getting started. So we are doing starting with the basic line plotting. Write a Python program to draw a line with a suitable label in the x-axis, y-axis, and the title. So here not written it is a pie chart or it is a bar chart or something. We are starting with the basics. That is basic plot. Starting with the basic plotting. Okay. Okay. So this is a basic plot. It consists of title, it can X label, a Y label, X label, and the graph. The default color is the blue color of the line. If you are not giving any color to the line, default it is taken as blue. The line style, the thickness of the line is solid line style, or it is not dashed, it is not dotted, it is a solid line style, and there's a small line with this there, and there is no markers are available. We are giving x coordinates and y coordinates, and some points are there to join. Now after this, consider these are the different points, and these points are joined and drawn a line, but the points which are joined are called markers. These are the markers. The markers are not visible in default. There is no markers is available, and the color of this line is blue, and the solid line style, this is a default graph. Okay. To draw this type of graphs or default graph or basic type of graph, you need to know a function which is available in the pyplot, that is known as plot function. So first function you should know is plot function. Plot x comma y format data equal to none keyword argument. This is the syntax of this. The data equal to none means it is not need to consider this syntax. You need to consider x, y, fmt, and keyword arguments. So you need to consider x, y, fmt, and keyword arguments. X means x coordinates or x points, y points and y coordinate. Fmt is formatting. That is, if I'm already said that the color is blue color, the line style is solid, there is no markers is available. If you need to change the color, and if you need to change the line style, if you need to give some markers, you can give the markers by using the fmt, or other ways you can use keyword arguments. There are two ways you can change the formatting, and for fmt we can use color. We can change the color, marker, and line style in the fmt. The fmt is the optional parameter. Why it is optional? In this, it is written in square bracket. So square x is written in square bracket, and fmt is also written in square bracket. Though these two are optional, and keyword arguments are also optional. You can give the keyword arguments. If it's not giving, there is no problem. So, but the y coordinate is not optional. It is compulsory. Okay. So if we are using color codes to change the colors, there are different color codes. These are the different color codes. For green, G, red, R, cyan, C, magenta, M, yellow, Y, black, K, and white, W. And there are different marker codes. Default, there is no markers is available. But if you need to change the markers to plus, S, H, D, X, 0, dot, it can be different type of markers are there. And the different type of line styles are there. There is a solid line style, and there is a dash, dash, dot, and dot. These are different line styles are available. So let's start with the program, the simple plot, and this is the format, or this is a syntax. So first I'm plotting the x coordinates and y coordinates. I'm not considering the xfmt. I'm not considering the keyword arguments. Just take x coordinates and y coordinates only. So you write import matplotlib.pyplot as plt, and plt.plot. This is x coordinate and this is y coordinates. So x coordinates and y coordinates are given as an array. This 1, 2, 3, 4 is an array. 5, 6, 7, 8 is an array. Then plt.show function is used for representing or plotting the graph. So this is plot function. Plot function is for plotting the graph, and to display. This is displaying. Display the graphs, we are using what to display? We are using the show function. Okay, so import matplotlib.pyplot as plt, plt.plot, and plt.show. So let's start doing this program. And so I'm using online tool here. I'm giving here, this is a link. I'm using this link and doing the program. So I'm copying this thing and opening the browser. So this is the console where we can do the program. So this is a console we can do the program. So I'm deleting the already existing program and can change the font size here. The output will be displayed here. So I write the program. The first line is import matplotlib.pyplot. So import matplotlib.pyplot as PLT. This is the first line. We need to plot the graph. We can use PLT.plot function. Now I am giving x coordinate and y coordinates 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is some x coordinate which is given as array of values. Then we are in 4, 5, and 5, 6, and 7, and 8. This is the y coordinates. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4 is x coordinate values, and 5, 6, 7, 8 y coordinate value. To display, we are using the show function. Okay. Show function. So then you should run the program. The output will be displayed here. So the points joining are 1 and 5, 1, 5, and 2, 6, and 3, 7, and 4, 8 are joined together. The output will be displayed. Okay. So this in this import matplotlib.pyplot as plt, plt.plot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 5, 2, 6, 3, 7, and 4, 8. These are the points. Okay. The output is this thing. So if you look at the graph, so the graph is 1, 5, and 2, 6, and 3, 7, and 4, 8 are joined together and give a graph. The color is blue. This is the default color, and default line style is solid line style. There is no markers is available. Okay. If we are removing the x coordinate values and saving it and running the program, I'm running the program, not saving. Okay, I'm running the program. The output will be displayed because default, if you are using x coordinates is optional. If you are giving y coordinates only, the output will be displayed. Okay. So this is output. So that's no problem. Okay. Then next, I'm giving the x coordinates. Then comma y coordinates. I need the next parameter I'm using is format. Then we need to change the color to red color, and need to give some markers and giving markers plus, and this way. That is line style. This is the blue color. I need to change the blue color to red color, and I need to give some markers where the points are joined together. The marker is plus, and change the line style from solid line style to dash dot. So R is the color, and plus is the marker, and third is the line style. So I am running the program. The output will be displayed as the red color, and is a plus is a marker, and this dash dot is the dotted line. So output is, look at this output. This is the marker. This plus 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 is the marker, and dash dot dash dot dash dot is the dotted lines, and the color is red color. So this is formatting. Can change the color. Can change the color to R, cyan, red, magenta, anything. Okay. This is about all about formatting or FMT. We can use keyword arguments also here. We need to change the color to green. Color equal to green. Then need to specify the keyword. The color is a keyword, and the value of the color should be written in the double quotes. Okay. So I am giving color equal to green. So the color become green. So color equal to green is a keyword arguments. And also, if I am changing the marker to, already I am given the marker as plus in the next formatting. Here I am changing the marker. I need to change the marker to dot. There is no marker. I'm changing the marker to dot. So marker equal to dot. And after that, so I need to change the line style. Line style is solid line style. To change the line style, this is a keyword for changing the line style. So I am giving dots. Okay. So color equal to green is a keyword argument. Marker equal to dot is another keyword argument. Line style dot. So the output will be, if you look at the output, there's the dots. This is a marker, and these are the dotted lines, and the color is green color. We need to change the size of the marker, this size of the marker, and the color of this marker can change. Can give. So for this, I am using that to change the size of this marker. I am using marker size. Marker size is a keyword. There are a large number of keywords are available. Marker size equal to 20 is the keyword. This is for changing the marker. Okay, next step. If you need to change the color, so I am using marker face color equal to, I am changing them to red. Okay. So marker size equal to 20. So the output is displayed. Look, this is the dotted line. This is line style. And this marker size now become large, it become 20, and the marker color become red. For this, I am using the arguments such as marker size equal to 20 and marker face color equal to red. So marker face color is changing the color of this marker and filling the marker. And to change the size of the marker, we can use marker size. Okay. So, okay. And there are different types of keywords are there. And next discussing one of the keyword which is known as dashes. Dashes is a keyword which is used. We are giving dashes. So with the output only I can explain the dashes. So for running the program, so in this in this program the dashes will be displayed. Let's look at the output and explain. So this is the line style is dot. Already I am giving line style is equal to dot. That's dots. That's the dots. And here each dots is spaced by a 10. This spacing is 10. The length of the spacing is 10. So dashes 2 comma 10 means the length of this dash is 2 and spacing between the two dashes is 10. 2 dashes 2 comma 10 is a keyword which is used to give spacing between the dashes and give length of the dashes. Here I am giving dashes 2 comma 10 means the length, this dash length is 2. Okay, 10 is 2. Then spacing between the dashes is 10. If we are giving, instead of 2, if we are giving 4, then we'll get a dashes with the size is 4. Okay. So size is 4 and the length between these dashes is 10. So if you're using this length of this dashes become 4 and the spacing between the dashes become what? 10. This is all about the keyword arguments. So just look at the keyword arguments. So from the large number of keyword arguments, to change the line width, we can use line width is equal to 20. To smooth the line, we can use anti-aliased is equal to true. Dashes means length of the length and it's some spacing between the color, marker size, marker edge color, marker face color. Mark every means the marker is how the frequency of marking the marker points. Mark every is 2 means you can mark every 2 points. Then to smoothen the line, you can also use alpha. X order means you can ordering the lines. If there are a large number of lines, which line should be represent first, which line should be represent second, which line should be represent third, can be given by using X order equal to 2. Okay. Then next is you can use labels for the plot. You can use X label, Y label, and title. If you're using X label for labeling the X axis and Y label for labeling the Y axis, and giving title is the title function. And also, if you're needing to add grid lines to the function, you can grid lines. So let's discuss these things. So in this program, and removing all those things, dash is equal to this marker, etc. removing. So this is the graph. The graph which shows the points 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8, and the color is green color. So there is no title to the graph, there is no X label, there is no Y label. So I am giving the label to this axis. So for this I can use a function X label, plt.x label. So X axis, I am giving the label as X axis. Then plt dot Y label. This is Y axis. Okay, then for giving the title, we can give this a function known as title. Title. This is first plot. Okay. So this is a X label, Y label, and title. So we are giving the X axis. So the output will be the output. The first plot. This is title. This is a Y axis. This is X axis. This is a label. So label to the graph. If we need to give grids to this plot, then use grids. That is plt.grid. Grid means can give grids to this graph. For this function, we are using grid function. So this is grid function. So in this, you can give grid. The default color is blue. You can also use the color to change. Like color equal to green or color equal to red is can given in the grid function. The next important function is known as legend function. So what is legend function? That's a very important function which is used in this Matplotlib. For this, I am giving some of the points. So I am giving x1 equal to 10, 20, 30 and y2 equal to 20, 40 and 10 and x1 and sorry, y1 and x2 is given as 10, 20 and 30 and y2 equal to 40, 10 and 30. So these are the points x1, y1, x2 and y2. Okay, this is some of the points. I need to represent these points. So I am using the plot function for representing plt dot plot function plot the x1 comma y1, and I am giving the color for this is color is a keyword. I'm giving the color as green color. And I'm giving the width. I need to give the width of the line as width equal to 3. Okay, I'm giving the width as 3. And again, I'm labeling this or I'm calling this line as L1. Okay. Double quotes L1. I'm calling this line as L1. Okay. The same thing should be copied and paste here. So I'm changing x1 as x2 is y2, color equal to red, and line width equal to 5, and this is L2. Okay, These are two lines. Then I'm giving plt.legend function. Legend. There are different ways we can call the legend. I'm calling the legend with the default legend function, and I'm giving plt.show function. So I'm running the program. So basically there are two lines. One is color green and one is color red. Okay. So let's look at so this is the green color with the points and x1, y1, and red color the points, and width is 3 and 2. This means legend. So if you are drawing a graph and this green color shows L1 and red color shows L2, this means legend. This is a legend. If you are drawing a graph, this compulsory we should use legends in our graph, which shows if you are plotting this green graph, green as number of students or red as number of students which is passed. So you should write the label L1 as number of students and number of students which is passed. The default legend space is here. We can change the location to any of the spaces. For this, you can use the keyword loc. And loc equal to, if you need to present the legend in the center, you can give location equal to center. So legend should be presented in the center. We can change the positions of the legend wherever possible by using the loc operator. Okay, and also if we need to give the title, the plt dot title is the two lines title. I'm giving some title to this graph is two lines. Okay, and then I'm giving I'm giving this x label. I'm giving x label value that is known as x axis, and if I'm giving, can give any label to this based on the requirements, or based on the requirements we can use or the labels. Okay, I'm giving x label as x-axis, y label as y-axis, and title as two lines, and run the program. So you get the title, and you have a x label, you have a y label, and there are two lines, the green color and the color red, and also it has a legend function here. So this is a legend, and this is a X label, and this Y label. This is a title. If you need to give some markers, you can use marker, and if you need to give grid lines, you can use grid lines. So the large number of keyword arguments are there available. So this is more about plotting the basic type of plots. Then the more about the bar chart and more about the pie chart will be discussed in the next video. And thank you all. Hope all of you understood, and have a nice day. Thank you all.